Hello students, good morning. Welcome to online learning, standard 9, subject science. Students, today in this online class we are going to learn unit number 15, that is carbon and its compounds. Okay. Dear students, even though we have a number of elements till date, carbon is of the most important element since it has a wide importance in chemistry. So in this unit we will learn about the importance of carbon, how does it form compounds, and many things we will discuss here. Okay ma. Look here students, these are the important features about carbon. Look at the point number 1, what is given here. Carbon is one of the most important non-metallic elements. Dear students, we know that generally the elements in the periodic table are classified into three categories. What are they? Metals, non-metals and metalloids. So here the carbon is a non-metallic element and it was named by a scientist called Antoine Lavoisier. He has named this element as carbon, and the name is derived from a Latin word called carbo. And the meaning of the term carbo is coal, because carbon is the main constituent of coal. Okay, well, students, so carbon is a non-metallic element and it is named by a scientist called Antoine Lavoisier, and the name is derived from a Latin word called carbo, and the meaning of the term carbo is coal, because carbon is the major constituent of coal. Okay, okay. And dear students, the availability of carbon in nature is very small. Even though it is available in small amount in nature, carbon compounds have an immense importance in everyday life. Its occurrence, its source is very less, but it is of great importance in the field of chemistry. Okay, what dear students? And also it is present in our muscles, bones, organs, blood and other components of living matter. So these are the important characteristics or important features about carbon. Okay, okay ma. Then dear students, the chemistry of carbon, the things which we study using carbon can also be called as living chemistry. So carbon chemistry can also be called as living chemistry. The reason I have quoted here. Okay, okay ma'am. Look here, without carbon there is no possibility for the existence of plants and animals, including human. Okay, the main constituent of plant cell wall is cellulose. It is a compound of carbon. Even human body, the animals, so majority of the living materials are made of carbon. Okay, and so the chemistry of carbon, that is carbon chemistry, can also be called as living chemistry. So that I have given here. Without carbon, there is no possibility for the existence of plants and animals, including human beings. And so the chemistry of carbon, that is carbon chemistry, is also called as living chemistry. Okay, then there are certain special features that is only unique for the atom carbon, and those features are, look at the points. Point number 1 is catenation. In the subsequent slides we will discuss about each and every headings separately. So feature number 1 is catenation, then feature number 2 is tetravalency, and feature number 3 is multiple bonds, feature number 4 is isomerism, and the last feature is allotropy. So these are the important features possessed by carbon atom. What are they? Catenation, tetravalency, multiple bonds, isomerism and allotropy. Students, in this class we will discuss about the first two features, and in the coming class we will discuss about the next three features. Okay, okay. Look here, let us see what is called as catenation. Students, the definition of catenation I have given here. It is starting from here to here. Okay, let me read and explain. Catenation is the binding of an element into itself or with other elements through covalent bonds. Students, you all know what is called as covalent bond. A bond which is formed by the mutual sharing of electrons between two atoms is called as covalent bond. Okay, mama. Carbon has the higher ability of forming covalent bonds with itself. A carbon can form a bond with another carbon. Also, it can form bonds with many other atoms, and that ability of an atom, that ability of carbon atom is called as catenation. Okay, so it is given here. Catenation is binding of an element to itself or with other elements through covalent bonds to form either open chain or a closed chain of compounds. Open chain in the sense the arrangement of carbon atoms in a linear fashion. Cyclic compounds are the one in which the carbon atoms are arranged in the form of a cyclic, that is closed ring. Okay, okay, so that ability of carbon atom is called as catenation. So when you compare the catenating property of carbon with other elements, normally the catenating ability of carbon is high, and so it is forming a number of compounds. So it is given here, catenation is binding of an element, and an element's binding capacity either to itself, carbon forming bond with carbon, also carbon form bonds with other atoms, either to itself or with other elements through covalent bonds to form. There are two types of compounds, one is open chain compounds and the one more is closed chain compounds. Okay, so such ability of carbon is called as catenation. Okay, then come to point number 2. Carbon is the most common element which undergoes catenation and forms a long chain compounds. So in the periodic table, carbon is the most important element in the sense of forming catenated compounds. Okay, okay, so carbon atom links repeatedly to itself through covalent bonds. Okay, and in this picture this is the picture which shows the linear arrangement, the linear arrangement of carbon atoms. Also, the cyclic arrangement is also given in this picture. Okay, Vama? Okay. So, the first property is over, that is catenation. So, because of the higher catenating ability, carbon is able to form a number of compounds. Okay, Va? So, the first feature of carbon we have successfully completed. Let us move on to the second feature of carbon, that is called as tetravalency. Dear students, what do you understand by the term tetra? What is the meaning of the term tetra? Yes, the meaning of the term tetra is 4. Okay, and valency. What is called as valency? The combining capacity of an atom, that is called as valency. Okay, ma? Okay, ma. What is the symbol of carbon atom? Yes, C is the symbol of carbon atom. And what is its atomic number? 6 is its atomic number. If 6 is the atomic number, how can we write its electronic configuration? Look here, it is given the electronic configuration of carbon atom is 2, 4. Okay, and you are aware that the number of electrons present in the valence shell. In the case of carbon, it has how many valence electrons? Yes, it has 4 valence electrons. The number of valence electrons of carbon is 4. Okay, okay, and you all know about octet rule. What is called as octet rule? The tendency of an atom to have 8 electrons in the valence shell, that is called as octet rule. Then as per the octet rule, this carbon atom is in need of how many electrons? 4 more electrons to complete its valence shell configuration. Okay, so look at the point number 1. What is given? The shell electronic configuration of carbon is 2, 4. That is the electronic configuration of carbon is 2, 4. Okay, and look at the point number 2. It has 4 electrons in its outermost orbit, that we all know. How many electrons are there in the valence shell? 4 electrons. So it has 4 electrons in its outermost orbit. Then according to octet rule, okay, what is octet rule? The tendency of an atom to have 8 electrons in the valence shell. Okay, so according to octet rule, carbon requires how many more electrons? 4 electrons to complete its octet, to attain the nearest noble gas electronic configuration. So that carbon has a tendency to share its 4 electrons with other atoms to complete its octet. So in order to complete its octet, it is ready to share its 4 outermost electrons with the other elements, and so it is able to form how many bonds? It can form 4 covalent bonds, and that ability of carbon atom to form 4 covalent bonds is given by the term tetravalency. Okay, Vama? Okay, so this is called as tetravalency, the ability of carbon to share its 4 valence electrons with other atoms, and so it is said to possess tetravalency. Okay, Va? Okay, so these are the important points given under the heading tetravalency. And dear students, this is the picture I have taken to explain the tetravalent nature of carbon atom. Look here, ma. this is carbon atom. It has how many valence electrons? 1, 2, 3 and 4 valence electrons. Now these 4 valence electrons can be shared with the 4 other carbon atoms. So when this is shared with 4 other hydrogen atoms, we are getting a molecule of this type, and this molecule is called as methane. What is the name of this molecule? Methane. When one carbon combines with 4 hydrogen atoms, the molecule is called as methane. Now count the bond around carbon atom. Look here, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So with this example, we can come to a conclusion that carbon is able to form how many bonds? 4 bonds by using its 4 valence electrons. So this nature of carbon is called as tetravalency. Okay, Vama. Okay, so with this I have planned to end this session. The remaining 3 features of carbon we will discuss in the coming online class. Okay, Vama. Let us recollect what we have seen so far. First, we started with the important features of carbon. Carbon is a non-metallic element. It was named by a scientist called Anthony Lavoisier. It is derived from a Latin word called carbo, and the meaning of the term carbo is coal, because coal contains carbon as its major constituent element. Okay, and it is present in the bones, organs, blood cells, plants, human beings. Everything is made up of carbon, and carbon chemistry is called as living chemistry. Okay, because without the carbon atom there is no possibility of the existence of plants, animals or human beings, and so it is called as living chemistry. And the important features of carbon, what are they? Catenation, tetravalency, multiple bonds, isomerism and allotropy. What is called as catenation? The bonding ability of carbon with itself, also with other elements, is called as catenation. Because of this catenation, carbon is able to form either linear chain compounds or cyclic structured compounds. The next feature is tetravalency. Carbon has 4 valence electrons, so it is able to form how many bonds? 4 bonds with other atoms, and that property is called as tetravalency. Okay, dear students, go through the video and have a clear understanding. Thank you.